We are doing it. What is that? Ah, okay, I like that though. It's pretty dope. Should be good. What's up? What's up? Getting some live stream pings out there. Ooh, you know what? I didn't even put a thing on. Oopsies. Ah, you know, it's okay. We can maybe get away using the same one. I'm sure that might be all right. Cool, let's get some pings out. See how we're doing. What's up, all? Getting a little late night stream going on here. Pretty excited. There's a lot going on right now. Gonna be looking at some potential fights that are happening. Oh man, I'm pretty stoked. God, so yeah, hopefully the music isn't too loud. Oh, let me see here. Look at that, man. It's looking juicy. Oh, hang on. Is it going to show? Get a little closer. No, it should be showing by now, but it's not. Oh, come on. Okay, there we go. Good. Alright, yeah, we'll show that off for a sec. Hang on, I'm just going through right now, and we're plugging a bit. Ooh, you know what? I knew I forgot to post something, which is... is over. Oh, you know what? I guess it doesn't really matter. I was probably thinking too much on it. What's up? What's up? Give me yeah, we'll be starting up here in a sec and showing you guys the goods. We're just going through right now on just going through right now and getting some promo out. Welcome though. Yeah, man, we got some cool stuff we're gonna be taking a look at today. So we're gonna be looking at some potential fights that are going to be happening, some PvP that could be happening as early as tomorrow at reset. So that could be dope. I think there's going to be at least 2 fights, if not more. So we're going to take a look at those. We're going to be looking at what could be some of what we consider to be the pixel filling meta that's happening right now on some of the KvK groups, because there is some interesting, let's just say, tactics that are being applied. At least for the setup prior to. I might go over some matchups because I finally got some data on that too, so I'm really excited because I took time to go out and basically ask everyone on what the matchups are, so we have a sheet on that. So for those of you that are tuning in early, you'll probably get an early look at that, and I'll probably be coming out with a dedicated video tomorrow that will be going over that information as well. And just giving more of a deep dive and a detailed breakdown on that. So yeah, no, should be good stuff. We're gonna take a look here in a sec. I'm almost done right now. Just putting out those good vibes, if you guys know what I mean. Yeah, and hopefully the low latency will do us some justice too as well. I know I enjoy interacting a little bit more with chat than you know, if I was just to kind of keep it on low or normal latency where the delay is a lot longer. So yeah, should be good. All right, we are just about to finish up. Should be nothing better than chilling with your boy BN on a Friday evening. We'll see. Definitely curious on how the, I guess is one of the benefits to streaming at different times during the day, because you can kind of see, you know, what the gauge is in certain areas. So, that should be good. Might have to do that. All right, cool. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Welcome, welcome all. Oops, I did not want to go into that chat. All right, I think we're pretty good here. So yeah, we're gonna go take a look at some stuff and go see what we got. So this fight that you're seeing, well, I should say this is one of the ones that we're looking at right now. So this is going to be, so this is kind of one of two, maybe one of three that we're going to be taking a look at. There is some interesting play that I would just say in short is at work. And I say that because the way that some of the PvP in Zone 1 is going to potentially play out could have massive implications on the remainder of the seasons. And I say that because it could potentially be unfortunate. You know, we'll see how oops, well, interesting. We'll see how that plays out. Because it's, again, I don't want to say it's harmful by any means, but it will be interesting to see what the after effects are. So for example, here, now that I'm finally finished with all my lovely messaging here, we can finally get back to a little bit of the action. But welcome. Happy you guys are hanging out with us on a fantastic Friday evening. I got about an hour, maybe two. We'll see how long we end up going for. But we are going to be showing you guys off, like I said. Nice. Let's see. So, yeah, that should be good. Alrighty. So, a few things. Mikey Makes, what's up, man? Welcome. Come to the south. Yeah, so let me get my spread. I got my spreadsheet out too as well. So we'll potentially show you guys off some of that stuff that we have for some of the matchups and some data. However, I want to take a look real quick, and what I thought we could do starting off with is we can go through each of the zones for each of the kingdoms, right? So we'll start with, remember, there's 9 KvK groups we're going to look at. So I'm thinking what we can do, and remember, tell your wife, tell your friends, tell your kids, tune in. So we are going to take a look first and foremost at each of the zones, and then, you know, just to kind of see where some people are going, what some potential matchups could be. And then we're going to be calling a little bit more special attention to one of the zones here. We're on SS2-5, so just to kind of show you the kingdoms that are here, and we can also show you some of the matchups too as well. So we got 1, 9, 33, 38, 56, 63, 67, 80, and 83 here, right? Let me get some agua to quench thyself. Also, if you're not here right now at 11:17 p.m. Eastern Time, what are you doing with your life? Jeez. I'm just joking. You guys actually made a really good choice. And everyone who's here right now, you guys get 5 extra points on a scale that is somewhat dependable on my love for the evening. However, let's take a look. So for the matchup here that we have, I will let you know that, where's my thing here? Bam. Okay, so we got S1, S63, S67, 56 going up against 83, 33, 80, and 38 potentially, right? That's, again, pending that nothing changes from now until then. So Nothing that I think really is probably going to happen up here in the north, and that really is predominantly because of the fact that you have, and let me kind of move some things around here so I can have a little bit easier time showing. So you have 066 Ord Pada KPT that's up here. And they are coincidentally kind of on the GG side of the Union from what it looks like. And then you kind of get to Enegod, right, which is really where you're going to have massive potential war, right? You have GG83, you got GG13, which respectively, I think when we looked at the data that we capped a couple days ago, it was 8.7 billion and 4.8 billion, right, just for those two. TM was at 7.2, but they could have potentially loaded some players in there. And then you have EXG, who is also they're from 67, right? So if we look at some of the boards for what that potential matchup looks like, oh, dang it, I thought they had finished the first. No, first Augerstone isn't going to finish until later. Why was I thinking that it was already done and it's not? Okay, yeah, so basically it's going to pop and reset when things are going to get jiggy with it, but what we can at least do is we can do it this way. So we can look at TM. So you can see TM, right, almost 7.6, so they've gained about 400 mil power from when we last took the data a couple days ago. If we look at EXG, we'll find them next, and I probably could just easily click on the alliances there and the flags, we can figure it out, but 5.3 for EXG, right, so you're at 7.6, 5.3, which is what, almost 13, if I can count correctly. And then we have GG83, that's at 8.6, so a little bit more than TM, right, by about a little more than a billion. So you have 8.6, and you have GG13, which is here. And they're at 5. So you're looking at, what did I say, 8.6, so 13.7, let's say. Again, the numbers are pretty close, right? We'd have to look at personal power and look at, like, where's the TM versus GG83, GG13, EXG, right? That's kind of what we'd have to be able to gauge at that point, just to kind of see what the numbers would look like. So let's zoom in a little bit, and then we could take a look. So you see, remember, we're only looking at TM because TA had moved and had gone elsewhere. So you have TM, Mule there is number 1, Ghosty Poo there at number 2. We got another TA, so that's 3 people out of the top 5. You have GG83, which makes 6 and 7, right? So that's 2 in the top 7, 3 in the top 5, 3 out of the top 7. Then you have EXG, that would be on the TM side, GG83, so that's 3 in the top 9, 4 in the top 9 for the opposition. Now you have 4 in the top 10, 4, so it's kind of even now. If you're just looking at top 10, it is somewhat-ish even, right? 4 and 4, TM, GG83, GG13. Right now you have, now it's kind of, 8 and 5 going on that side. 8 and 6, 9 and 6, 9 and 7, 10 and 7. Oops, sorry. 9 and 6. Forgot that's not them. But this would be 9 and 7. Sorry, 10 and 7. Then it's 11 and 7, 12 and 7, 12 and 8, 13 and 8, 13 and 9, 13 and 10, 13, 15, 10, 16, 10, 17, 18, 10. So what, 18, 11, 19, 11, 19, 13, 21, 13, 21, 14, 22, 14, 22, 15. So you got 22 in the top 50, 22 on the GG side, 15 if you're looking just kind of top 50. We don't have to go through all of it. But just to kind of give you an idea there on what that looks like. Now, if we're actually going in, we'll get to chat here in a sec, but if you get to the actual field play itself and what we're seeing here right now, this to me is the really interesting part, is that so bear in mind, for those of you that may not have got the barricade update, right, there was a mail that was sent out, and I'm going to do a video on this too, because it is bananas to me how they opted. And for those of you who may or may not have noticed, yes, I did get a haircut. I will take any and all compliments on that. However, the interesting part is that they send the mail out basically within about 24 hours into S2 Plus for this KvK that says they're removing barricades in totality. They're just not going to have them in S2+, and anyone who has built barricades or has done anything with barricades will be somewhat refunded or will get some type of compensation back from what the mail had sent. And so my thoughts, I'll give some brief thoughts here. My first thought is that when it comes to the barricades, I like barricades. Let me say that first and foremost. My view on barricades was that it was just getting out of hand, right? People were just able to build too much, and it was turtling gameplay, almost as though you had two sides that were tanking, if you will, on just building up. I felt like I was playing a no-rush Age of Empires game for 45 minutes before we can go and attack. And though I'm usually not opposed to that play style, when it's something that is so impactful that it makes it difficult to really, it makes it difficult, nigh impossible, to really push one side or the other, that's where it really becomes a detriment. And so for me, I'm happy that well, I don't know if I want to say I'm happy. I'm conflicted because to me, it really felt as though the better approach would have been to limit the amount of barricades, right? They kind of went for this all or nothing approach. When for me, I like barricades, just scale it back, right? Maybe you do something where you say you can only have 10 barricades per flag tile, or you say you can only have 100 or 200 flags total. Right? Now, the challenge here is that when you're building flags around bridges, essentially choke points, right? So you have bridges, ramps that you're going to build flags around, or even like thin ravines, if you will, right? Or canyons. The challenge is that you see what's happening now, right? So you can kind of see here on the TM side where they were starting to go really hard with the barricading. But now it almost feels like it's becoming a turret meta, right? So it's you're like, what are you swapping it for, right? Because clearly it doesn't seem as though you're putting a limit on the amount of turrets that you could build, which is just, again, bear in mind, yes, the biggest difference between the turrets and the barricades is that the barricades are an automatic slow. You obviously, the only way you could probably simulate something that would be comparable would be if you only built ice turrets, right? But then you'd have to build only ice turrets and then do that at max. Which, to be fair, I'm curious if anyone will do that, because it will be interesting to see how you're basically going to apply damage and get mass slows all around. The only thing that we have to figure out and test is what's the mechanics going to be like, right? Is it going to be a single target focus for the turrets? Will they all focus the same units that are coming over until that unit dies, and then they'll focus the next unit? Is it the first unit that walks into the radius? So the way that the turrets react will be very interesting, because on top of that, they have a pretty wide range. So with that in mind, this will be interesting to see how it plays out, because you can just see from here, right? If I go in a little bit more here, well, let's see if we can get a good view. Sometimes we have to do like a click. There we go. This actually looks okay. So you can see a few turrets here, but they're just level 1s. TM has the Spire, and the Spire range is nutter butters, man. I mean, this thing is pretty far for how far it goes. And even if you look at the turrets that are here, right, it still doesn't go all the way across to the bridge. But you can see, you know, they're obviously building these, I believe oh wow, so maybe they are doing some upgrading, because some of these are already at level 2. Some are still being built. I don't know if they have any level 3 turrets, and I wonder if there's a distinction. Oh, maybe the level 2 turret has the base here, and the level 1, oh no, level 1 has the base. I was trying to look at an identifier. It'd be really cool if you could see if there was a difference between as you're leveling them up, but maybe not. Nice, but yeah, so anyways, point is, this is where the matchup is going to be for SS2-5. So I may potentially try and live stream this tomorrow at reset. As long as I get stuff done, I'm good. I really want to try and show off the fights. So for those of you that are interested in seeing those, I'm going to try and get on a little early, maybe 10 or 15 minutes before, 20 minutes, something like that. And I want to try and show off as much of the PvP as possible for this matchup, and then the next one we're going to get to as well here in a minute. Anyways, let's go ahead and take a look at some of the other zones, just so we can kind of give some equality and no one hits me with, "Bull boss, why didn't we end up showing that off?" Sorry guys, let me take a look real quick. Come to the south, check out our glory blocking Mikey makes. Manny, what's up? Welcome. I wanted to see which turret is the best. I guess I will find out about it tomorrow. I mean, again, their approach here, if you're looking at GG83's approach for how they built, I mean, they do have a lot of frost turrets, or free ice turrets, I guess we should say. I said frost, but they have a lot of ice turrets here up front. At the front line, you can see some fire mixed in, a little bit of poison, but you can clearly see the majority is ice turrets, right? I think that's pretty clear, that the fact that you can get a slow and do damage could be pretty OP. As far as mixing in the poison along with some fire, we'll have to see how that plays out. If you're looking on the other side, it looks like TM is kind of going with the same approach. You see a lot of ice turrets here, some poison. I don't even know if they have any fire turrets. So there's 1, 2 fire turrets, 3 fire turrets. So not a lot. Really more ice and poison is what they're going with. Where GG side, a little bit more variety on the fire turrets. But again, that's kind of what you would think. Why wouldn't you want to have slow and damage being done? I mean, that would be almost like a barricades dealt damage. So, it's... We'll see. We'll see how that goes. Okay, let's go around and take a look. Devis Nyack, hello, what's up? Joe Cook, what's up, man? Welcome. Mikey, irreplaceable MF, EIS, and Tribune. Yeah, I know. Yeah. We're gonna show that off too here in a bit. Let's see here. SS202 about gaming. What's up? EIS Trib View tomorrow. Yeah, man. I mean, listen, we have. I mean, to me, that's the coolest thing, is that we have at least 2 dope matchups tomorrow. Now, I could get into the whole semantics about, my feelings on having Zone 1 fights and the potential negative impacts and repercussions of that when it comes to long-term play throughout the entire season. I'll maybe save that for another time, but I will just say in short, I'm personally just not a fan of it. I would rather have them fight it out in the neutral zones and then have better, longer sustained PvP. You could still make the argument for being able to have the resurgence, right? So you could still move zones as well. And again, I mean, there's some cases here and there that you can make. I just like to view it more as, why not put players and alliances in more situations where they're comfortable in, and they're more likely to go out and fight over a longer period of time, rather than potentially trying to kind of do an all-in early on within the first few days. I mean, that just seems like a big toll mentally that the players are taking. So it's, yeah, I don't know. But again, that's my view on it. It's just, I've seen things like that happen too often, so. But anyways, we got UDF over here in Mezved, and then if we go over here to Skur, I don't know if EXR and EXXL are going to be fighting. We're going to have to... Oh, hang on. Did someone tell me to check the south side? Did I miss something? Sorry, you said check the south side of TM. Did I miss that? You said the south side. Where's the south side? Right here? Oh, yeah! Okay, so this is where they were blocking. This is nuts, right? Turek, thank you for the friendly reminder. So, this is pretty wild. If you look at all the players that are out here, right? Look at this. These are all GG players. And this is the thing that we were talking about with the potential meta that is happening. And it's more of a short meta, right? Because it doesn't last that long, but... So I'll say this. Essentially what these players are doing is they're trying to block off building, right? So they don't want TM to basically build any further south. And the easiest way to do that is just fill in the gaps around where they can build, right? So basically you're either forcing them to do bad builds, or, you're kind of stagnating them. You're stalling them out. So in this case... They can't build south, right? If you kind of look at the flag position here, they're kind of, again, cutting it off. So the only place they could potentially build would be this way. But those might be extra unnecessary flags that they may not necessarily want to have to build. So, yeah, it is wild to see that this is something. But again, there's no PvP, right? So you have to remember, you have the Season City Shield, and then you have the ceasefire. So you can't get around those things, right? You have to abide by that, which means you can't do any PvP. So basically what people are doing is they're kind of playing this Jake the Snake thing, right? Where, for those of you that, and probably aging myself there, or if you've played any of those apps where you have like the caterpillar, right? And you're constantly extending, or basically think of it a version of playing Tron, right? Where you're trying to basically build as fast as you can. Because if you think about TM's position here, if there was an alliance over here, they could have built to the bridge, and they could have built around here, right, or blocking the choke off. And then TM is just stuck, right? They don't have anywhere else to go, and then they're very limited on where they can build. GG83 has more options, right? They can continue to build out here. I don't think there's anyone from TA or from TM that's blocking them. Yeah, so they have a little bit more free reign on where they can go. But it is interesting. Anyways, yeah, thank you for the reminder. So let's go over to and see the EXR, EXXL real quick, and I'll come right back to chat. So let's see. So EXXL and EXR, I think they're from 67. So again, I don't think there's going to be any fighting per se that's happening here, even if we go in. Yeah, I don't think there's really anything happening there. As far as EXG, so I think they're pretty good there in Sclera. If we head over here to Orion, we have HRT. They're also, I believe, on the TM Union side, so they should probably be okay. We have TA, obviously they're there, HRT. LM56, I'm not sure where they are, so probably somewhere else. And then we have Sky. I don't think I have them listed on my sheet. And then we get obviously over here to Duar, and God 3 is essentially free reign. Free reign there on that. So basically Enegod is where we're going to be seeing the majority of the action popping off. Welcome. Sorry, let me scroll up real quick through chat, fam. Let me see. You said you want to see Turret, Mr. Joe. Let me just get caught up here. Tara, Tarkflex, what's up? Kimono, what's up, man? Welcome. Too rowdy. Sorry if Trib and EIS got a little too rowdy in your Discord earlier. Nah, man. Listen, no worries at all. You know, my big thing there is. Again, I don't mind any friendly or competitive banter. I think that's okay. I even can make an argument and say that can be a little healthy as well. My biggest thing is just, as long as people keep it respectful and civil, it's all good. Rufus we can attack turrets from range, though. Yeah. Charizard, who are the allies? Charizard says, who are the allies for this group? So, allies for this group in SS2-5, and I'm going to do a separate condensed video for this as well that I'll probably release tomorrow before we get into all the PvP action. But the one for this group is going to be S1, so it's S1, 63, 67, 56 versus 83, 33, 80, and 38. Again, that's what it was up front. That, again, is pending any changes or even if anything has changed so far. So you have like TMTA, HRT, EXG, EXXL, OF56, feet going up against GG, 83, GG13, 066, EMP, and then KPT and UDF. And again, that's a mouthful. I'm going to show the visuals. That's one of the things I'm saving for the video tomorrow because I have all of this written down. I'm going to show all of that so you just kind of have a nice, easy visual for everything. Let's see what's popping off in chat. If anyone has pinged me, I'm not sure yet. Let's see here. I think some people said, hey, what's up? Good little handers. I think someone pinged me up here, though. Let's see. Dun, dun, dun. For hours, it's like a headache, these guys. Who do you think is the coolest player in COD right now, and why Arc Wizard? All right, let's go take a look at the next one here. So we're gonna go to S2. I think we're gonna go to. Yeah, so we'll go take a look here at the next group and see what's popping. See what's popping there. Oh my gosh. Definitely don't want that. Oh, let's do this. Alright, let's take a look. So we got the next one. I'm going to read you guys off some that are going on this one. Whoa. Oh, dang. Can I not? Oh, never mind. Well, I'll have to figure out how to format that, but that is what it is for now. All right, so we're here S2. This is SS2-7. Let me figure this one out. So let's show first off the kingdoms, and then I got to get to my. So we're at 2.6. Where am I? Okay, awesome. So I got this up. Cool, we're good to go. So this is 2.6, 26, 32, 45, 51, 54, 73, and 85 that we have here. Matchup that we have, that at least we know so far, is RTG, NK, Feet, potentially some more going up against OWL, BXS, RBG, and BDR. Again, this was as of, I think, yesterday or so. Yesterday or 2 days ago from when we got, well, sorry, I think it was yesterday when we ended up getting the reports. Now, bear in mind, these things can, of course, change. We'll obviously have to see how the fighting goes and what the matchups are. That's where we'll verify for Zone 1 going into the neutral zones. Right? We'll start basically confirming and getting more of a clearer picture on that. Yeah, let me catch up here though on chat. Appreciate you guys, man. This is so cool. We've basically broken our peak record so far from our first stream, and this is only our third one. I think we were a little over 50 already, man. You guys are the dopeness, man. I love it. I appreciate it. Let's see. Who are the allies for the scoop commander? It's gonna be crazy. It's based on your fashion. For real. Fire turrets deal 1,500 every 3 secs. Yep. Ice and poison 1,200 for 5. Max level turret adds special stats. Yeah, I mean, it'll be interesting to see what the max level turrets are too as well. Haji Hodge, welcome. Got his own page just for them. Mr. Payne, what's up? We don't have anyone in our zone. Scottish Pro, what's up? Hoxton is in TM right now. Yeah. Turk Farmer, check South Side. We did. Let me see. Zone 1 fights is fine. This will have to research for stage. I think it's nice to put alliances into discomfort to test them. Ball gaming. Yeah, and the thing is, man, I'm totally okay with them. I'm totally okay with them doing that. I just think that there's easier ways to ease into testing without basically putting them right in the fire. I think you're already going to put yourself in those situations regardless for this type of map because of the way that Zone 3 and Zone 4 are already played out where they're just already funneling from some of the starting zones. Again, my view on it is basically, I would love to see them add in home kingdom starting zones. I just think that is a better approach. I think it solves a lot of the roundabout ways that the devs are putting in features and kind of doing things in a little bit more of a kind of skirting some of the challenges right now. At least compared. I mean, again, if you think about Peace Shield, I mean, even just think about the 2 buffs, right? For example, the Season City Shield and Ceasefire, right? If you had Home Kingdom starting zones, you wouldn't need those. The Truce Zone, right? Why do they have the Truce Zone? So people can farm safely. If you had Home Kingdom starting zone, you wouldn't need that, right? That eliminates 3 features already that they've had to make. And I can keep going, right? I mean, look at the TM and GG situation, right? Where they're fighting Zone 1, right? We've seen this happen already in previous Season 2s where alliances, and I'll give you a perfect example. TA and TM are a perfect example. For those of you who may or may not know the history, TM and TA were fighting last season. It was basically boring for them the entire season because there was no one that was really at their there was no one really at their power level, activity level, and sustainability for the entire season. So they basically were playing Farmville all season long. However, a big part is because they fought very early on, and there wasn't opportunities for their opposition to kind of still gather, still heal, recover, and then fight in a better, well-rounded, sustainable way, let's say, right, where it's throughout the zones compared to just getting crushed immediately. A really good example of this is for those of you that have played Infinity Kingdom. If you're familiar with how the KvKs work there, you are essentially able to go into anyone's zone 1, starting zone 1, from the moment that the moment that the adjacent level 1 pass is open. So what you started seeing in these KvKs, which is one of the, and again, I played Infinite Kingdom for a while, so this is kind of a touchy subject for me, but I will say that it's one of the reasons why KvKs were very frowned upon. They just weren't looked at very well, because you had 1 or 2 alliances or 1 or 2 kingdoms that were just crushing everyone within the first week and a half, and it was over. So everyone that was in the KvK had no opportunity to enjoy the duration of the season and enjoy playing the actual game. And that's one of the biggest net negatives and most impactful things that can hurt a community, hurt a player base, is when you don't allow players to enjoy playing throughout the entire season, which means advancing in zones. Now, it doesn't mean that they have to stay in those zones. There's a big difference here. The opportunity to advance in zones and the hope of advancing in zones is what you want to present and give people. Once you get to zone 4, then of course, right, it's who's ever strongest, who's ever most active, let them battle it out to their heart's content. And then from there, they can get pushed backwards. If you're going to get pushed out of zone 4, then you get pushed out of zone 3, then you get pushed out of zone 2, and you go all the way back to zone 1. But the opportunity to build up and then have those neutral fights, I personally think that's just a fantastic recipe for success. And I'm hoping that this season we're going to see better results out of it because of the adjustments they've made in the S2 Plus map from the S1 Plus map, which you may remember, for those of you that played in S1 Plus, they did not have these pocketed neutral zones, right? You have 7 starting zones in Season 1. They had, I think it was Kaltia. Oh gosh, you guys are stretching me right now. Kaltia, whatever the north one was, which I'm forgetting now, but it was between Darland and Sophrostia, and I'm forgetting what it's called right now. And then you also had Forgotten Lands. Those were basically they essentially just made an entire Zone 1 a neutral. So you could start in 4 starting Zone 1s, and then you could fight it out in the entire neutral Zone 1s that they just did in between. I personally like it this way better, which is one of the suggestions I had made early on. So I like that they have a neutral, a sectionalized, an isolated area that's a neutral Zone 1, or which is technically Zone 2, but it's a neutral PvP fighting area, basically. And they still allow for you to do the runic ancestor statues. And, of course, most importantly, I appreciate that they cleared fog for your boy, so I can look at everything and watch the PvP. That, for me, is probably one of the more enjoyable parts. Anyways, let's continue. Let me read a couple chat messages real quick before we go on, because otherwise I'm sure I might get yelled at. Devis next says, Bian, what about the TFS Noir situation? Yeah, we'll look at that. What do you mean specifically there, though? You mean like just them fighting against each other? I have to look, because I'm not sure if they landed in the same Zone 1, but we can take a look there. Mr. Payne, Vistora, I'm in Tor, which is us in TBD. Let's see here, Mr. Payne. Kiribot, what's up? Charizard, what's the matchup for allies? 7Pank, what's up? Welcome. I know I need to add more emojis and things like that. Again, I'm happy to take any assistance. I know I'll definitely try to get to those when I can. Coach Chi Carey, Scottish PN, TG, what's up, man? Let me get over here. TBD will die. We'll die for boredom now. Let's do that for fun. Imagine 6 Imperium KvK we get. So, I mean, and Kimono, interesting point when you talk about the 6 Imperium, right? My thing, and I'll show you guys this real quick. Where's my sheet that I have? I think it's here, yeah. So watch, I'll show you guys this real quick. So if we scroll over, I'll show you, right? So for those of you that may or may not be familiar, this is the group stat spreadsheet I put together that will show you, if at least a soft gauge, if you want to look at what the power is for each of the groups. On top of that, we also, if you scroll all the way down, you can see here that we have the power of each of the groups, right? So SS2-7, I think that's the one we were looking at here. Yeah, SS2-7, right? So you can see they're softly the strongest group going in. If you have SS2-10, they're the second. SS2-6 would be the third. However, if we go and we look at servers themselves, you can see this is kind of where the server power is for this cluster. Now, the cluster is 1 through 10 and then 22 through 90, right? Excluding 11 and 21 because they're in S2-13, -14, and -15. They are the next KvK groups that are going to be coming up for S2+. Their Titan's Legacy, I think, had about 4 or 5 days left, so it is a little while. However, you can see here, this is kind of to Kimono's point I think that was making earlier, is my view is pretty simple. The way that they're doing the groupings now is they essentially have the top, so you have, basically they're putting 2 or 3 strong kingdoms, 2 or 3 middle of the road kingdoms, and then 2 or 3 lower powered kingdoms, right? So they're kind of giving you like a high, medium, and low. My view is pretty simple. I just believe, without a doubt in my mind, that the way they should do it is just pairing it, the top 8 or top 9, if you're really going to go however many you want to put in, you go off of numbers, right? So whatever their current rank is. So in this case, as an example, you would do, these 9 kingdoms would be in a group. Then you would take the next 9 kingdoms and they'd be in a group. Keeping in mind that these kingdoms are going to change, right? They've already announced they're going to be adding season-wide migration, potentially at the end of Season 2+, if not by the time Season 3. So you have to take into consideration that the top 8 or 9 kingdoms, at least in this cluster, this is not in the game, will change. It may not change right away, but they will eventually change. People will move up, they'll move down, and then you're going to get different matchups anyways, right? So, again, right, I understand that you could do it a couple ways. You could even do 4 strong kingdoms and 4 low-powered kingdoms. You don't have to necessarily do in the middle. You could do 1 strong, 1 low, 1 strong, 1 low, and kind of work your way there. Like you did, like let's say you had 100 kingdoms, right? You could do 1 in 100, 2 in 99, 3 in 97, right? So on and so forth. You could do it that way. I personally just like the idea of stacking the strongest against them. The reason I say this, and this is one of the most important parts that I think a lot of people may not look at, you may even take for granted, is that when you think about how impactful a lower powered kingdom can really be when there's strong kingdoms in the mix, that's probably not fun for them because the matchup, the kingdoms they're getting paired with aren't compatible and closer to their power range, meaning that they may not be able to really enjoy the season to their fullest extent. Why? Because they may feel as though they can't contribute as much as others. However, if you balance power between kingdoms, one of the things I often talk about very much in my videos, which is talking about power balancing versus those that are kind of running, mega alliance structures, is that there's a lot more value in community building and great player experiences you can get out of looking at how you can balance things. Maybe not everything, but balance some things in certain areas. This is one of them. If you balance the power out by having the top kingdoms all around, or the groups based on all around the same, in my view, you're going to get better results. You're going to get better sustained PvP. You'll get more engagement. You'll get more contributions all over. But it's hard, right? It's hard for lower middle ranked kingdoms to really feel as though, well, hey, how much can I really factor? And how much can I engage? How much can I contribute when, I'm kind of going against these Goliaths, if you will. I can tell you some of the feedback I've gotten is that that's a big turnoff for a lot of people. So here we go. SS 2-7. And like we said, for the matchup was RTG, NK Feet, OWL, BXS, RBG, and BDR. So let's see. So we got Feet, MF2. Doesn't seem like there's anyone there in that one. If we go to Enagod, we have TON1. Looks like that's it. Let's check over here. Oh my gosh. Excuse me. That felt great. Then we get to Mezavin. So Mezavin, we got RTG, Foot, NE. So it doesn't look like any damage there. So NW's with NK. So it looks like they're somewhat-ish together. Okay, let's see here, huh? So we got NW, NK. And then if we go to Orion, we have BXF. This is probably where BXS is. Yep. And we have Rise. And then BXL, XIV. And then we have BDR, Owl, and Owl 2 SP. Did I miss RBG? I feel like I missed RBG, right? Did I miss them? Or am I crazy? But if so, this is interesting. That means that the RTG and KvK group took 4 out of 6 starting zones. Yeah, I don't know. Well, not really 4, because it depends on where Tone 1 is. Let's see if we can take a look and see if they have any data on their board. They don't. And they don't have any unions yet. So, and they're what, 2? I mean, they're respectable. I wonder where they're from, though. I don't know if I have a list. TON1. Oh, I see. So they could be. They're from 32 with NKNW. So they could be with them. And if that's the case, then yes, they would have 4 out of the 6 zones where the other side got pushed over to the other 2. So we'll have to see how that plays out. But if that's the case, that means that at least for this group, the first action we'll probably see for PvP would be here in Ravona. And then obviously the Ancestor statue, right? So that would potentially be the first area that we could see. And then obviously in Zone 3 too as well, because Scalera could be coming up north here into Dueland. So that's an opportunity. But I don't think we're going to see any early PvP happening in here. I'd be somewhat shocked. Let's take a look here. Let me catch up on some chat. Season 3 far like gonna mash all the Imperiums together and let us civil war and make COD developers all billions. Black Friday sale, S2 plus bundles made trip, get like 2,000 chests. Man, people been spending like crazy. Man, I've been seeing some wild stuff out there. And someone also told me that they raised the chest limit. Someone told me before it was around 250 or something, and now it's more than that, or maybe it was 200 and it's been raised. But someone did tell me that as well. Won't be any fights in Zone 1 for BDOP to win FA or FSK. So he had a gate. Irreplaceable MF, what's up? Haji Hodge, what's up? Welcome. Wooksy7, what's up? Welcome. I'm on this server. There is one rogue kraken in the Owl region. Oh, really? There is. You said a rogue kraken in the Owl region. Really? Okay. I'll have to get... You better send me some quartz. Maybe we could find... Let me see. Huge. I'm on this server. Violator, what's up? Welcome. Huge GG versus TM War tomorrow. Don't forget to stream. Oh, man. No, I'm going to try. I'm hoping it's going to be popping for that. And you guys already know, man, I love my shoutcasting. So anytime I get a chance to commentate and watch some dope PvP, I am all for it. Tavi, what's up? Welcome. Josh Herrera, what's up? Welcome. It's Trip, it got officially named SS2-2. Yeah, their current system makes sense, but the low tier server stacked against the top 10 or 20 just guarantee they won't win. Yeah, it's more fair for little guys to get matched with their people around their power. It is. It's definitely my view on that. BK, what's up, Bkesh? Let me see, KP, thanks fam, got you. Gong Chu 04, yo, what's up? Welcome. Oh no, man, it is. Yeah, we're gonna look at that in a sec. Wooksy message you in game. Okay, I'll definitely. Yeah, if that was to me, bear in mind, and I want to say this as well because I get this question often where people will ask me. There is a limit. They actually added this kind of incognito, like a little shadow update. So there's a limit on how many messages you can send. I don't know if it's per hour or however much, but it was recently added, I think a couple weeks ago that I started noticing it. So if you ever notice me just kind of rolling through your kingdom and just shooting my promo for a new video, bear in mind I'm doing that. And if you notice that maybe I've slowed down a little bit in responding to DMs, it's because of the message limit. So I'd have to try and come back an hour, or I think a few hours later. I'm still testing it to see kind of what the ranges are. But that's the reason why. Otherwise, most of you know when I come through a kingdom on one of my scouts, I love messaging people. Anyone who DMs me, I'll always reply back, or always did reply back, I should say. But that is one of the unfortunate reasons that they ended. Now, I don't know if they did that because of me, if they did that because of the RSS sellers, or anyone else, if they're just scammers, etc., whatever it may be. But that unfortunately is a factor. So apologies there. I want to see his reaction to the current map trip. Okay, yeah, no, we're gonna take a look at that. Come on, 100%. Riley Defoe, what's up? Bcash, I collected 1,000+ chests yesterday from TFS. I can imagine it. I was hanging with the TFS crew when they went live. Sorry, not when they went live, but when the reset went live for S2 Plus, and they had, I don't even know, it might have been 70, 80 people in their voice call. And we were just kind of hanging out, and I think Jason had already max bought at that point all chests, so it was pretty bananas. For some of the stuff that they were talking about, for the stuff they were buying. I mean, I can only imagine. I mean, even in the alliance I'm in right now, I think they had 200, like 220 or some 230 that they did. So yeah, it was pretty nuts. Check your chat. You sent me chords, Wooksy? Let me see. Appreciate you. Is this it? View, this guy is from NK, but he started in the Owl region law. We don't know what his plan is. Let's see here. This guy. Ooh. DF. Oh, let's see the board. Is that the number 1 guy? It's not. He's an Owl Academy. Is it just him? Oh, no, they actually have some decent, but you're saying he's rogue? Is that what it is? Sorry, let me go back to this guy. Okay. So, okay. Oh, well, maybe I see. So maybe he just got accepted there, and then we'll see. Yeah, okay. I'm going to make a note of that. Thank you for telling me that. Let me see here. I want to make a note. Let me copy his name real quick. And I'm going to copy current chords too. I'm sure he'll move, but here we go. So we'll do chords 1012 7 rogue. Cool. Awesome. Appreciate you. I got it noted. Okay, cool. Let's go to the next one. So, yeah, let's go to the next one. So we'll go to S3 now. I think we're going to go. That's SS2-10. And we'll take a look there. Wow, man. Almost 60 viewers, man. You guys are gracing your boy right now with the viewership. I really appreciate it. Hopefully you guys are enjoying. Message you in game. 7Bank, you said you will stream. Appreciate the hearts, man. Love it. You will stream Trib versus EIS tomorrow. I am gonna try to stream that. As again, I gotta get some work done around the house first. As long as I get the work done and I let the lady know in advance, you guys know, man. I've talked about it before, man. That happy wife, happy life. We gotta get a little bit more cleaning, but I will say there's a very good chance that I should be able to stream the fights tomorrow. If so, again, I will try to do both. I'll say this: if we're getting a lot of action on one or the other, we'll obviously try and stay. If we are getting consistent sustained PvP, if we ever notice like things are stagnating, or if maybe they're hanging out and just kind of regrouping, right, and they've maybe kind of paused for a moment, then any type of those intermissions or kind of middle grounds, we will then transition over to the other fights. So I don't know who I'm going to watch first. What we'll probably do is log in a little early. We'll take a look at. Sorry, let me zoom out too as well. So we'll probably log in a bit early. I'll take a look at how the matchups are looking, and whichever one looks like they have maybe more people out there, maybe we'll try and go for that one first. But we'll kind of just play it by ear. So I will say I am a little bit more intrigued, and this is personal reasons, but I am a little bit more intrigued about the TATM fight. And I say that because, like I was saying earlier, for those that maybe don't know TATM's history, they just really haven't had a strong competitor yet. And I think the GG group is going to be the first strong competitor that TA and TM have fought so far, because you have to consider they started in the second kingdom in the entire game. They have now moved to the OG first kingdom in the game for S1, or K1 is where they reside now. And them kind of owning and being in the first kingdom was, from what I know, right, something that they wanted to do, right, and to try and have that set up. So for them, also you have to think about it, right, they have gone through, along with a couple other kingdoms or a number of kingdoms, an extra season compared to the GG group and some others, right? So that's longer for their free-to-play to develop, longer for their low mid spend to develop. So like I said, I'm personally a little bit more intrigued on that matchup, but we'll see how it goes. For SS2-10, this is with, let me hang on, oops, I gotta show you guys the goods here. This is with Kingdom 3, 41, 47, 48, 64, 65, 66, 74, 84. Shout out to K65. And let's see what I have here. Excuse me. So we got, okay, so this matchup is interesting. So it's a little bit sectionalized. So some of the allies that I have been told is that it's 84, it's 3 and 48, 65 by themselves, and then 64 and 47. Lining up the potential Zone 4 matchup of AC, C, RKO, NXS, BGN going up against LNV, GD, WADI, and then some possible Merc groups. So that's what I'm hearing. Now, I don't believe there's going to be any Zone 1 fighting because no one has told me that yet. Again, we'll have to see how that plays out. I think AC's okay. There's BRU. They're from 74. So 74 and 84 are here in the same, but they're spread out. So not sure. We have RKO and BGA. So RKO and BGA, that's 3 and 48, but they're allied, right? So that seems pretty consistent that they ended up going to the same one. We have BGN, but they're probably a second alliance or possible academy there. And then we have RXS, which is, let's see here, where do I have them? Oh, I don't. Oh, unless they name changed. That's also the thing too as well, because I have at least a few alliances for each. We have NXS and MCT. So that's from 65. So this is the 65 group. So they're probably chilling here in Mezavin. RXS could maybe be with them because I'm not seeing them listed on any of my others. And then we have Scalera here. And let's see, who do we have up here? We have FS. Oh, this is supposed to be FSK. And then CL. Or another FSK, I should say. And I don't have a CL on here. Interesting. So maybe that was a recent name change? Do I have a BJ? I don't. I don't. Shocking. Okay. Let's keep it pushing. We got GNV, Woku, LNV. Oh, this is LNV and GD, I think. Yeah. So, and they're from 47, right? So 47, there was 64. So that should be like Wadi and BJ. Oh, never mind. That's it right there. This is BJ. So there's 64. But I didn't see Wadi. Unless they name changed. Maybe? Last minute? Let's see. Or they're up here? So LODBC. So maybe they did name change. Maybe that is a thing. Because I don't see them here. And LOD is from 66. And I don't have anything listed here for 66. And there's that hashtag or the exclamation point BC. And LOD2. Okay. So yeah. I don't know if there's any matchups here. Zone 1 yet. I guess we'll have to... Unless Weko and GNV, what's going on over here? Nope. Okay, nothing. So, looks like we're okay there. Alright, let's move on to the next one. I think it's S4, SS2-9. Let's come and take a look at chat real quick so I can come on back for you guys. Watching your friend's conversation in global. You guys have been too funny. Let me see the guy from Alice, former DS. He didn't migrate to 43. Okay. Trivia, IST, MVG, TFS, Noir are the ones to watch this season. Yeah. No, for sure. Trib is rooting for GG83. Zyron, what's up, man? Welcome. I was watching my friend's conversation in global chat. Gotcha. Nah, I think we're doing okay. Let's see where we're at real quick. We're almost an hour stream, man. Almost an hour streamed. Not bad. Okay, so now we're here at SS2-9. And I don't know if we're going to look at all of them. We might just look at a few more. So here we have... Let me see, where's my... -9, where do we look? We looked at 7 already. Let's look at SS2-. Did we already look at SS2-10? We did. So so right now we've looked at 7, which was S2, right? They're the strongest. S10 was the second, and then we have S6. which is 10, I think. Okay, let's go here. So maybe we'll round it out with this one for SS2-6. And I'll have to see who's there because I can't remember. Let's see. So -6, that is 5. Okay, that's 524. So that's going to be here. Is that with? No, that's with Tang and them. I'll have to. Yeah. Maybe we'll look at this and then we'll go and look at the next one, the Noir TFS group. So this is 10, 28, 39, 49, 50, 59, 72, 76, 78. Now, this could be, I don't want to say complicated, but I do think this could be interesting because this is, from what I'm hearing, 75 Mio Tang versus 87, and then 42 versus 89, 40, 25, but then Zone 4 could be an inclusion of all. And I know some people gave me some examples here. So let's take a look and see. And again, bear in mind, this can change in the next 24 to 48 hours as well. So we got Mojo and then 50 here, and Mojo is with. Oh, I don't have Mojo listed here. Interesting. 50W. I don't have 50W. 50's not even in this group, right? Or am I tripping? No, they are in this group. Oh, I'm looking. Hold up. I'm looking at the wrong one. Excuse me. I need to look at the right one. Hang on. Let me find my 10 here. I just totally gave matchups for the wrong one. Where's 10? I got this somewhere. Okay, here we go. We're good now. So this should be with TPD. Here we go. Yeah. So this is. Oh yeah. So this is like the TPD group. ROE, NTS Boba, yeah. So this one, from what I was told, it's 49, 50, 76 versus 28, 72, 78, and then 39 and 59 somewhere. And again, we'll see if those change and what that may look like, but that was what I was told. In the first one, Mojo, they're a part of 72, but then you also have Dora and TPD, but I don't see them here, so we'll see. Let's look here. So ROE, they're a part of 76. And they went here. ROA. Yeah, okay, so 76. Wow. So 76 went full on there. And then in Mezaved, we have NTW, NTS. So that's 49. And then there's STF. I don't have them on here. So someone from 49 is there. If we go Scalera. This is R&R. That has to be a name change because I don't see anyone that's RR. Unless that's maybe 28, possibly, and they just changed. Oh, did I get lucky on that call? Oh, maybe it is. So that could be 28 RR, but they just changed to R squiggly R. But then we have 28 AN. They are from 28. And then if we go to Orion, we have TPD. So that's the other part of 72. BSO. Is that BSO? I don't have a BSO listed on here. So unless that might be a Dora rename. No, it's not because Dora's up there. And then if we go up here to Duron, well, we got a nice mix here. So you have HZ, FTW, AK-47. They're from 39. We have FTW2 there from 78. So you have 39 and 78. When again, it's supposed to be some different groups there. HZ is from 50. So you have 3 different kingdoms already represented. And then we have HSL. HSL is from 59. Wow. So you have four different kingdoms represented here in Duar. Wow. And then we have Boba, who is from 59. So 59 has both of their alliances there. So you have 5 alliances from 4 different kingdoms represented in Duar. I need to make a note of this because that could be cool. 5 kingdoms. A little note here. 5 kingdoms. No, sorry. 5 alliances, 4 kingdoms. Duar. Just in case, because you never know where that might go. But But that's cool, though. I mean, again, right, this is one of those things, you know, you get to find out when you actually go around and look at the map. So, Maxim, Anakin. I was saying Nakin, but I'm pretty sure this is Anakin from Star Wars. So, yeah, you know, I get things, even if they're just a little bit late. All right. Next one we're going to take a look at here is maybe we'll look at the TFS Noir. That one is, I'm looking for 29. No, 23. Okay, I know where that's at. So let's look at that last one here. Then maybe we'll call it after that. 20. I think this is it, right? Yeah. Okay. Oops. Let's do this. So, ooh, well, I don't know. We'll figure that out. I can't remember what number I clicked on. Yeah, right. Okay, I think we're good here. And let's scroll out. Yeah, we'll start up here as usual. And we will take a look. Could be right. Let me see here. So we got, I'm just watching my friends. Welcome, man. Appreciate the love this evening, fam. Our friends in Global. Oh, no, you were stalking me now. 72. Kimono. I hope TBD wins the server, man. We'll see. You're right about that MST thing, etc. Okay, cool. Mojo's the original habitat, not associated with TPD and Dora. Kimono Mojo squatting so too. This, yeah, that will be a bloodbath. I mean, yeah, I'll be interested. That's why I wrote it down, just in case. Sunrise, what's up? Welcome. The BDO backstabber is on the Trib merge, right? Sembix indoor. All right, so this will be the last one we'll take a look at, but this is probably going to be potentially the next exciting one. So this is SS2-3. Now, they are ranked 5th right now in power out of the 9 groups so far, but I would imagine is probably going to be the one that we're going to look at next as most, because again, this is where we got our boy Jason Gee, or Jay Geezy, along with Nephisto is here too as well. So if we look at some boards real quick, you can see Nephisto right here. You got Southern Light, Northern Light, Jason Gee, the lovely Wahid. And again, right, you could see Neff already pushing power. I mean, historical, I think I don't know if he's pushed above 600, but yes, he was at 600 when I had last checked. That was his historical. I don't know where Jason's is at, 205, so he's already close to pushing that. Southern Light, she's close to 257. Northern, I think it's husband and wife from what I was told, but someone would probably have to correct me on that. But if so, he's close to pushing for his historical there. It's gonna be massive. But let's take a look though and see where everyone's landed, so we can get you guys a little lay of the land here. Because from what I understand is that it's TFS, TNS versus Noir. Now, I don't know about any of the other alliances. I'm not sure if things have changed. I'm sure probably some development has been made there on the diplomatic side, but I haven't been given an update yet. I know everyone has been pretty communicative, has been very great so far at communicating with me when they're able to, and of course, those that are willing, I should say as well. So it's always been great to kind of have my ear in a lot of different places, and then the leads are being so forthcoming or willing to share as well. So let me see here. We got FKW. We'll take a look at this, and we have TBB, if that's right. So let's see here. So TBB is from 34. I don't have an FKW on my list, I think. Let's see here. I don't. So we got 34 there. No one's built on the south side of Krausen. Let's take a look here at Enegad. So TFS is Enegad. Okay, so there we go. We found them. We got TCC. I don't have a TCC here. So could possibly just be a farm or secondary. And then we have TDR, which is, again, the two alliances there, right? So you got the Freak Show and Devil's Rejects from 30. Then you have a third there, which makes sense, right? One's at the southern, one's at the higher point, so they can probably take advantage of both the runic statues there. And also still has good access to level 2 passes going into Camelot. Let's look at Mezvit. Hopefully we got the other side of these guys starting over here. So we have TNS, which is 57. So this is TFS's group. So it's TNS. They should have TMS and maybe TMS2. But I don't see that. I see FS and BOW. And I don't have an FS or BOW. So could be renames. Let's continue the grind. So let's go to Scalera. So here we have, so there's Noir here in Scalera. So that means that them and TNS could face off. Not at a runic. Actually, that's the challenge. They won't be able to face off as well until Zone 3. Actually, they probably wouldn't be able to do that until Zone 4 because TFS, TNS started on that side. So this could be a little bit more of an evenish stint than we had originally thought, right? Which means they're not going to be able to face off until the runic statue here in Zone 3. So it could be a minute. But let's continue taking a look here. So we have Noir, PSC, they're from 29. So again, that's with Noir as well. So it's Noir and PSC, so that makes sense. And then we have FANC. I don't have an FANC here. So don't know what's popping there. Let's look at Orion. So here we have Dawn. So this is 88. So Dusk. Oh yeah. So it looks like 88 went here. And then the last region we have is Duor. So we have Holy. Holy is from 23. They were the only alliance there. EP 77. They're from 77. So it's 23 and 77 here. And then we have CFRA and CCiv. CFRA is from 82. So you got 3 kingdoms here. Why does it feel like Duor is becoming the, like, I don't want to say scraps region, but I'll just say the others. Let's say that. Let's say the other region, right? The buffet line. Oh gosh, that sounded bad. I shouldn't say that either. CFRA, CCiv. I don't have CCiv on here. And then we have, is that MTK? I don't see an MTK. I am curious though, so let's see if we can figure out maybe are they allied or who they're allied with. So no ally for anything. Leaders, doesn't say anything on here. But again, decent size. And then CCiv was the other one I didn't know. CCiv and CFRA could be connected. If that's the case, that could be 2 from 82. No, but it's a lower powered alliance. So, okay. So, I mean, at that point, you got at least 2, maybe 3 kingdoms there. Here in Duar. So, we'll, again, but this group actually seems like it could play out a little bit more where they have kind of a true red versus blue for my Halo fam out there, but basically a west versus east. I think this kingdom, SS2-3, is going to play out a little bit more in that way, at least based on the landscape right now, versus how the other 2 groups are going to play out, where we have no doubt in our minds we're going to get some Zone 1 PvP tomorrow, which should be awesome. All right, let's come back to chat and say what's up. Look at that, man. We still got low mid 40s rocking with us, man. We appreciate the love. Stansix, what's up? Strange question, but anyone know who has the highest merits in the game? So the thing about merits, Stansix, is that, and I hope I'm saying that right, is that they reset every season. If you want to know who has the current highest merits right now, hang on, give me a sec here. I don't know if I have my master sheet open. Give me one moment. And I'll open it up in case you're curious. Oops, did I open this? Cool. I'll move it over here. I think this should be okay. So we'll look at personal merits, and I will show that off for you. So, and bear in mind, this data was taken 5 days ago when I pulled it across almost all the kingdoms. I think we looked at 1 through 240 for this. But Mephisto had the most 5 days ago that essentially he broke his previous record by almost double. So it's a lot. And you can see there's 5 players from Prayathon up that also were above his previous record from last month in October. What's the power of SS2? Tanner, what's up? Tevel, what's up? Welcome. Rockstar Gaming, what is power of TMS or TNS? So when I took the data for them, they were at... Hang on, I think I have it here. Oops, hang on. They were, so TMS, TNS. Wait, do I have it on here? No. Oh, I don't. I must have switched it then. Oh, hang on, I could probably look here. So I had them at TNS. I had them here at about 8.1. Again, we can go in game and take a look too. But they were here, and then TMS. Let's see, TMS was at about 3.5. But again, we could probably go in game and take a look. Let me scroll back. So let's go merges. So they're 57. So 57 is at SS2-10. We could go take a look and go back to 10. Oops. Hang on, let me switch this up. So I think that was S3. Yeah. We can go take a look, Gander. Yeah, but like I said, guys, tomorrow, hopefully going to be streaming then too for the wars. So just be on the lookout for that. Now, again, for those of you, and I probably should have mentioned this before, but for those of you that would like to get notified of when I stream, I do have a reaction role on my Discord. I probably should have posted that somewhere, but I will put a link for that in right now. I have small things that I keep forgetting to do. But there's a Discord link. If you would like to get notified for when I do go live, you can join that. I'll just show you where to go pretty simply. You just go right here to the reaction role, and then there's this one. It's the recorder. It says COD Live Notified. This is just for when we get new live streams. Again, basically what I do here is I just kind of have some simple information on the type of content I'll cover. I'll probably add to this. This is a very kind of simple open window schedule. And then I refresh this post here every time I go live. So I'll leave this up maybe 24 hours, and then we'll refresh it. For those of you that are also interested, we got a sub donate for those of you that would like to support. And yeah, that pretty much covers what we got there. Let's go back and take a look at, I think you said TNS, TMS. And I have to remember where they are. So give me a sec, because again, we've only looked at this once. So, but once I find them, we'll click on the names and see where they're at. PJ, Wenu, TMS, $10 says I passed them. I had to have. Am I tripping right now? We said TMS. Yeah, TMS is 57. We should be in the right group. 50. Oh, sorry, I'm tripping. I haven't renamed the groups yet. Oh gosh, that's the problem. I need. Jeez, that's my fault. Is I have to rename the groups because I haven't renamed. Let me do that real quick. I might as well do that while I'm here, because that would probably help when I'm looking for people. So let's do this. So this is the 3 group, and this is SS2. 10. So this is what we'll do. S10, let's just go through each, and I'm just going to label these properly, so that way I don't have to do this again. I do know this one, though, should be... I think this is 05, right? Wasn't that what we just looked at? I know this one is the TA group, but I'm sure it'll help me have these numbered. I'm probably going to have to put these in a couple places, too, just so we have them saved. This should be it, right? 05. Yep. Okay, so we're good there. So we know what that group is. Let's go to S2 and take a look there for what we got. Okay, and this one is S27. This is number 2. So this is, oops, let me type here. SS2 2007. And then we'll go, I think we already did 10, right? So we'll go 4. That's SS2-9. Might as well label these off. And let's see what we got here. So this is Kingdom 4. So that's SS2 2000. Oops. 9. Awesome. So we're getting close. Closer. So we'll go SS2-4. We'll take a look there. All right, let's see. Then here is Kingdom 5. So this is going to be SS2 2004. And then let's keep track on. Let's go to 7. SS 2002. Oh, actually, you know what? I don't need to do all this. I could have just looked at my scouting board, and then that would have. I don't actually need to go in all the kingdoms. Oh, what a drag, man! I'm doing it the long way. Just realizing this now. Okay, let's do it the faster way. Let's work smarter, not harder. Okay, and then Kingdom 8 is SS2 2008, and then 10 is SS2 2006, and then 23 is here, SS2 2003. That's where we're gonna go. That's where 57 is. 2003. All right, cool. Yeah, we'll take a look there. Appreciate, man. Appreciate the emojis in the chat. Rockstar Gaming, is this your real account in LNV? I'm from. It is Rockstar. Yeah, man. I'm a tiny little tadpole. And I appreciate LNV allowing me to crash for however long. I am welcome. I appreciate. Sorry, you said TNS and TMS, right? So I don't think they were over there. We should be in the right kingdom, but we just have to look now. Let's see here. Give me a sec. I'm going to find out where I have this listed. TMS, they're in 57. TNS, TMS. Oh, they're right here. Right in front of my face. They're like, boss, just look. Open your eyes, bro. So TNS, they should have TMS and a few others. So let's see. I'm thinking they renamed themselves. So TNS power currently is 3.62. And then they're also with FS. Oh, so it's the Fear Show now? It's the Fear Show, Jason? So yeah, I don't know where TMS is though. TMS, interesting. I wonder. Yeah, let's maybe was I blind? I could have been blind before, to be fair, but I mean TNS technically was the strongest alliance. That was the Neckbeard show. TMS is the Moon show, but I don't see them here. So maybe they haven't landed yet. Maybe they just joined another alliance with the players. They opted to not make an alliance. There could be a few reasons for why we're not seeing that. But that at least shows that. I hope that helps for the person who asked. Yeah, sorry, I wish I had a little bit more for you. There, I know we just looked at this, but yeah. Yeah, that's it. That's it right there. Let me see. Look for FS. That is old TNS renamed. Hey, sweetie, okay? Okay. All right. Let me see. Ceasefire Instrument reset Oust to Heavy. Splashy Snail. What's up, man? Welcome. Tanner Gilix. Welcome. Ryu Zazer Gaming. Welcome. PPP 2254 Go. Welcome. Time to eat popcorn. Next day and see the war. Man, I know it should be exciting. I can't wait. Let's see here. Gongshu, have you checked out SS2-2? It's going to be saying, yeah, we did earlier. We were taking a look. So TNS changed to FS. Oh, I'm tripping. So I see. Oh, I see. So it's not. Oh, wait. Hang on. Is this the Troll Alliance where they have like all the fake names? Not the fake names, but you guys know what I mean. Ah, it is. Okay. I'm tripping. Why was I thinking it was Jason? Never mind then. He's gonna watch this and be like, you got suckered. I got jebaited, if they say that. Yeah. Okay. It makes perfect sense now. So TNS is FS and then TMS is TNS. Got it. Okay. Yeah. It's the second account. That's what it is. TATM. No. We did check out S2-2. S2-2 was with 743. Oh no, maybe we didn't check out S2-2. Oh, I think you're wrong. Oh no, sorry. I think I'm wrong. Yeah, I don't think we checked out S2-2. Where were they? 7, 8. I don't know. I thought we did check out this. No, we didn't. Okay, we'll take a look then. That'll be last request. that is his second account? Oh, okay. See, I didn't know that. Interesting. Fam, bear in mind too as well. For any groups we didn't check, I'm gonna do that tomorrow in a dedicated condensed video where I'll basically just do like a quick run through each of the groups. I'll look at each of the starting zones. We'll talk a little bit about what the matchups could be, and I'm going to do that in a shorter one, right? This is just kind of more of us checking out some of the more highlighted matches and then just taking a look at a couple of the other groups. Again, I know there's at least 3 or 4 I don't think that we looked at, but in my condensed video tomorrow, we'll cover that. This is 2. Oh, this tribe versus yes. Yeah, I thought I was here. I wasn't here? Oh, maybe I wasn't here. Yeah, I think this is the second one, right? This should be the second face-off that we're going to see. Let me see here. Tribe, I should say. Let's see. Tribe. Where did I have them? Find this easy. Here we go. I got an 81. Yeah, it's tribe divine. We'll fight once protection drops. Or are they tribe? EAS. Let's see where they're at. Oh, so they're probably over here. Here they are. So it's EIS, VVV. Oh, wow. Wow, so it's tribe going up against both. Jeez. Interesting. And see, this is kind of one of those situations we talked about where they're basically getting what it looks like is funneled. Are they still building? So Second Alliance isn't building. EIS, I don't know if they're still building. Just somebody, look at this, man. The turrets is becoming the new barricades. This is pretty nuts. This is pretty nuts. Ugh. This is killing me. Killing me. Just totally blocking everything. That is too funny. I mean, this looks exactly like the GG group blocking off TM. Let's zoom in a little bit. They're just herded. They're just herded. So much. Oh my gosh. Wild, man. Wild. I think, wow, man, it's dope. It does look cool, man. When you got great activity out there and everyone's just look. You got EIS, you got VVV. It's not bad. So let's see though. So Trib. Oh wow. So they're interesting. So they have the CF here on the mountain range, but then they built a flag here. It's so interesting how the flag isn't connected. Then you even see this and it's not connected as well. Kind of a little workaround. But this seems rough for Tribe though, because Tribe hasn't been able to build anything. Now, they could build behind them, which honestly, if it was me, I would probably have already started doing that. Now, I don't know if they've been limited there, but the whole point of trying to build more territories so you can move players closer to the front lines where the fighting's going to be. On top of that, you know, you have a lot of cities that are cut off basically, because it looks like they have a choke here that they have to get through. Let's see. Yeah, look at that. That's a hard choke. So you have a hard choke you got to get through right here. I'm shocked that VVV isn't setting up a little bit more here to like basically fill out the choke point. That's a little bit shocking to me. Yeah, because look at that. That's a hard choke, man. They only got one way in, one way out. So, Oh, my bad. Why was I thinking it was Trib VVV? Why was it was Trib versus VVEAS? Why do I have that written down? Do I have that written down? Oh, no. Oopsies. Yo, I read that wrong. It is. I do have it written down right. So it's EIS versus Tribe VVV. Excuse me. Oh, wow. In that case, wow. So EIS is kind of in the middle then here. Maybe not giving too much attention to VV2. How strong is VV2? Let's see. 1.7. Okay. So, I mean, it's smaller, but I mean, they still might be able to do some. So they got Aspire. EIS. What's EIS's power right now? Let's take a look. So they're at, wow, almost 10 bill. 9.7. Almost 9.8. Let's see Tribe. They're at 7.5. Okay, not bad. And then VVV, let's see them. They're 6. Okay, all right, not bad. Not bad. This actually might be an okay fight. I see. So in that case, I see. So they're limiting the build there. I mean, I would say this is still applicable, though. Right? You still would want Tribe to at least build out a little bit more. Because, again, you need to get more cities on territory, so that way your replenishment times are shorter. VVV, I wonder what's up here. Are they blocking around here too? Wow, they are blocking around here, man. Well, I mean, EIS is doing what they should be doing, man. I mean, it's kind of like the Pixel. It's the Pixel build stop meta that we talked about earlier. That's happening. Yeah. Let me see a choke. I mean, they could build here. This is a spot they could build. That's an option. I mean, really, at this point, if VV's trying to get more people on, I really wouldn't worry too much about specific placements. Sometimes you might just have to place towers down so you can get players on territory / closer, right? So sometimes you have to kind of think about putting yourselves in better fighting positions rather than getting the best strategic placement you can out of, or the best RSS placement, right? You can get out of a tower. Because remember, you can always replace towers, destroy and rebuild. So that's not really an issue. Yeah, I would say if I was looking at 2 opportunities here for VVV and Tribe, I would build more flags. Just so you can move players on territory that are not close. Now, bear in mind, if you have everyone already on territory or close, then, again, that's totally fine as well. Maybe you're already in a favorable position. EIS, on the other hand, kind of free to build where they will, I guess. But just look like they're building right now. Yeah, I think if I was EIS, I would try and fill gaps as much as possible. Right? So maybe try and build here as an example, like maybe double up on some flags. So just in case if Tribe and VVV are able to push in a more sustained way, that could be a thing. I would also consider flagging out this way so that way you can move some of the people off of here. Only because if you could flag out this way and maybe get to the corner or somewhere to where you can TP players behind, you could flank some supply lines. There's some strategic tactical opportunities there. And like filling this gap, basically filling gaps so that way they can't build. Remember, you can always remove them later on. Unless they're saving them for specific reasons, then okay, that's different. But yeah, you could do this flank. This is a hard flank, though, if you want to try and come all the way around. Wow, man, the position here on these CFs is very interesting. Because VVV is basically in a corner with their CF. That is wild. I wonder if this was on purpose. Again, I'm not saying it's awful. I'm just saying I'm wondering if this was deliberately done. Right, to basically like force them into this choke fight. Because I mean, this is probably where you'll end up seeing a lot of the fighting is going to be right here on this choke. You got a choke here, and then you have the main choke right here before you get to before you get going here over to Tribe. So interesting. But I guess curious if it was deliberately done that way. Those are just my thoughts. Let me come back to chat and see what's cracking. Tries. Let me make sure the lady didn't text me saying I was being too loud. That KvK is OG EIS versus SK Tribe. Yeah. Oh, is that what it is? Kaden, what's up, man? Welcome. Yeah, what I have on here is it's Tribe VV versus SK1, SK2, or something like that. And then it's OGZ, OGA versus EIS, LSK. So it's like 2 different groups. But again, I'm sure that's probably changed since I was told. But again, if it is, let me see what I have on here. Oops, hang on. Let me go back to stream real quick. So you said EIS OG versus SK Tribe. How about LSK? Well, I guess isn't LSK with them? Oh, LSK is EIS, so it's the same. Okay, let me update my stuff then. here? So you say, okay, tribe. All right, cool. I have updated. Appreciate you. Let me see. Okay, Mr. Paint gotta be so fun to watch. It is. Yeah, more towers will go down. So far, both sides have been playing chicken, trying to block each other. Yeah, it's. I mean, that's what it is, man. It's like the blocking meta right now. Our body blocking Sunoki really plays flags in Battle Zone. Caden asked, "Are you gonna stream?" Right. I definitely am gonna try to stream during the fights. Like I said. Oh, I'm getting the face reaction right now. So.
Take them to bed.
Yeah.
You're right there.
Got it. Okay. Yeah. Let me go ahead and round out because I gotta go take the kids up to bed. I was not expecting to be streaming this long, almost 2 hours. But yes, tomorrow planning to do the fights for both of the ones that are gonna pop off with TM, GG 83 and 13, and then also with the one right here for Tribe, EAS, and VVV. So again, we're going to try and get on a little early before reset so we can just kind of gauge what's happening, and then definitely going to try and stream the fights if I can. And if so, it should be awesome. If you guys are interested, again, the last thing I will say for my last little plug, because I got to get off, is again, if you guys want, I'm just going to post. Oops. Oh, it's not letting me. Let's do it like this. Dun, dun, dun. And then again, if you guys want to get access to the Discord, I will post a link before we light it up. Yeah, coming. And again, if you guys want, you can join that. And then just head to the reaction roll. And there's a reaction roll there for when we go live if you guys want to get notified. But yeah, that I think is going to close it out for me this evening, fam. I appreciate everyone tuning in. Thank you guys so much, man. We hit a new peak viewership, so pretty awesome. With that in mind, I hope everyone has a fantastic night. Get some good Z's out there, and we will try to see you tomorrow. All right, we out.